Hey folks, it's Abel, and the song we're playing today is Ribs by Lord. The song is a bit special, so I wanted to put it here as opposed to putting it onto the Process channel. A lot of you know who Sara is. You've seen her on streams, and I never shut up about her. She's my best friend, the love of my life, and the person that you all send messages about, telling me how in love we are. Don't worry, I know. We have two playlists of songs, one made by each of us, with songs that remind us of each other. We couldn't settle on one thing to be our song. That would just be way too easy, you know? We gotta have like 50 songs on each playlist. You know how it is. But the song that really sparked both of those playlists is Ribs. Well, I wouldn't claim that either of us is like the biggest Lord fan, even though we do absolutely love her. Her music has been like a really big part of the backdrop to our friendship. And I believe that it was team playing when we were driving nowhere, and I started screaming to properly get across the story I was telling. And that screaming activated my gag reflex, and I told Sara to pull over, and she refused, and I told her to pull over. And she did, and I threw up a whole latte on the side of the road. You know, Lord is pretty special to us. A lot of our friendship does revolve around barf, by the way. Even though we met when we were 5 and always went to school together, we really became friends in our freshman year of high school, which was the peak of our Homestuck infatuation. And I had always bounced between friends, never really like sticking with a group and never staying long. And she had like one very specific friend since we were in kindergarten, and it just so happened that they had parted ways at the same time as I had sort of melted away from my own little group. And we were in the right place at the right time. And in a horrible honors bio class that made us want to barf, I made a bunch of Homestuck jokes and then one stupid goof about whales and how they can't clap because their bodies are too dang big and those flippers are too dang small. And it was just after that one stupid joke, it was set. We were buds. It wasn't even really funny, but it got her. And then we were just stuck together forever, much to her disappointment. On the way to a convention with my dad, she got really nervous, and at that point, Sara would get car sick when she was nervous, so she yarfed all over my father and then the side of the road. Twice. Within an hour. Body paint, in case you're wondering, will dissolve in vomit. That was the day my dad knew that he loved her. She barfs less now. I barf more, and I believe this is something I took from her to make her life easier. But there have been a lot of rough patches for both of us because life just does that sometimes, you know? But through all the stress, vomit related or otherwise, Sara has been there, and I've lost friends and made new ones, as I always have, but Sara has been there ever since. She moved me into my first apartment when I was away for college, and she's half the brains of anything I do here at Snazzy Starlight. We've spent countless nights up until 2 a.m. unpacking baggage, literal or metaphorical, and crying and laughing and sometimes barfing. The afternoon drives going nowhere, the excessive lush trips, the adventures up north, the lazy days eating sushi in my bedroom, the days we spent working on a radio show that ended up getting mostly cut because we couldn't stop laughing, the accidental and purposeful trips to Pride. All of it has been such an important time in my life. She's turning 20 today, which doesn't make a lot of sense to either of us. But it has been amazing to see her through every phase and every teenage crisis, and to see her come so far. I can't think of anyone I love more in this world, and I am so, so proud of everything she does. She is easily the best person I have ever had the pleasure of existing with. Happy birthday, Sara. I love you. I know that's gay, but I do.